Hi everyone, it's another book review, and this is entitled The Moonlight Child. This is the first book I've ever read by Catherine. I'm dyslexic and I've had multiple head traumas, so bear with me. This is by Karen McQuestion, and I'm going to give you some information from Goodreads, and I'm going to give you my review. So this is rated 4.19 or 19 out of 5 stars on Goodreads, and on a cold January night, Sharon Limke heads outside to see a lunar eclipse when she notices something odd at the house behind her backyard. Through her neighbor's kitchen window, she sees what appears to be a little girl washing dishes late at night. But the Fleming family doesn't have a child that age, and even if they did, why would she be doing housework this late in the hour? It would be easy for Sharon to just let it go, but when 18-year-old Nikki, a former foster child, comes to live with Sharon, she notices suspicious activity at the Fleming's house as well. When calling social services doesn't result in swift action, the two decide to investigate on their own. Genres are thriller, mystery fiction, mystery thriller, horror, suspense, contemporary, audiobook, adult, and drama. This was first published back in September 10, 2020. Okay, so I think I got this. I went to one of those like genres in Goodreads that's like thriller, mystery, mystery thriller. I think it was one of those categories because I know I've had this for a while being around a year. And I just thought, you know, I've never read any of her work, and it's rated really well. Why not give it a try? So it kind of seems like, just from reading the synopsis of the book, it sounds like it's kind of and like a slow burn. It's not. It really isn't. So I think there's a little bit off on the description of the book. First off, Sharon Limke did not let this go. She was like a dog with a bone. It wasn't due to just Nikki. She was like on this because there was something that was just like nipping at her and be like, there's something just off. So what she saw was she was like enjoying the night, enjoying the eclipse, and then she sees their neighbor, where usually they don't have a window. The blinds open in the window, has the blinds open for that day or for that night, and it's super late in the night because of the and she was out there due to the eclipse. And then she notices a child. She didn't think much about it until like it kind of sunk in, and she's like, that's kind of weird for a small child, like a child that would be preschool, kindergarten age. And why would they be washing the dishes at 11 at night? Which is the weird part, you know what I mean? Like, if it was just a child doing their chores, why aren't they doing it at like after dinner, which is 7, 8 the latest maybe? But for a child to be in preschool age, like my child goes to bed before 11. My child goes to bed before 8 o'clock. So that's even kind of strange. Because, you know, teaching a child some life skills and making them have responsibilities, washing dishes, putting dishes away, stuff like that, it's not so bad. But like it's just a little odd that it'd be very late at night. And then, of course, out of unusual circumstance, which is going to be thoroughly explained in the book, she lets Nikki in her home. And Nikki, due to her extensive foster system experience, she, you know, her alert system is up, and she's just kind of like, something is really off, because this is gonna be a spoiler. Sharon spoke to her daughter, who is a lawyer, about it, and her daughter was just like, you know, it just kind of looks like a shed. Like the picture that you took was a little blurry, it doesn't really prove much, but she's a lawyer, so she needs to be extremely thorough. And I mean, she was kind of on the fence to let go or not, but I really don't think she was going to let it go. But then when she showed it to Nikki, I think just to kind of be like conversational about it, Nikki was like, that is kind of odd. And so what happens is that there are actually different people in the story that I didn't even understand. The beginning of the story, I completely didn't understand, like, who are these people? Because it went from a specific person and family, and it moved to Sharon Limke, and there's no ties with Sharon Limke to the other family. And I'm like, that's really bizarre. Like, it's supposed to tie at some point, and I don't know what it was going to be, but it will make sense in the end. But at the very beginning, I was like, who is this? And then, of course, going closer to them, going through the path of reading the story, it made me realize, like, oh yeah, there is a tie with that family. This was like, oh gosh, there are triggers in this story. It was just disturbing, like some sort of disturbing abuse. The abuse, okay, this is gonna be a very spoiler filled review. So one of the characters in here suffers from mental illness, and she is very manipulative, and she is somewhat abusive. She doesn't really like do physical abuse, but you have to understand, like, abuse really isn't just physical abuse. There's psychological, there's emotional, there's verbal abuse, and that's actually also pretty powerful, even comparing it to physical abuse. It's pretty much the same. Pain is pain. And she's just really abusive and manipulative. Yes, her husband has deceived her, and like I said, this is going to be a very spoiler-filled review. Deceived her, but I don't think that's really a reason to exploit that and like blackmail somebody with it, but she did. And I don't know if I want to keep on doing the spoilers, but she held on to that situation. So there's a mystery about, like, there's a child, because in their area this child is not really seen outside of the house. So Sharon's also like questioning, maybe she saw something that was off, or why would there be a child? But they never talk about a child, or they never take the child out, or nobody ever sees the child. Like, it's just bizarre. And so that's where it keeps. I'm not gonna say any other spoilers, because I just feel like the beauty, and this is like a dark horse, the beauty in this story is that there's so many different mysteries in here. Like, it's just why. The biggest question I had the whole time I read this was why? Why? And it's just, sometimes the simplest things are not like that. It doesn't really just, it's not a big, it doesn't seem like it's very climactic, but it really is. And usually people with mental illness can really do certain weird things that is just like, wow. Disturbing. Okay, that was the word I was trying to find. Just disturbing. I remember in the beginning I was kind of like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this, because of the beginning of the story was kind of a little odd. But then this was hard to put down, because I just wanted to know what's going on. I wanted to know why there's a mystery child, and why that family doesn't want to talk about the mystery child. Like, all of these things, I just wanted to know, and I wanted to know more and more and more, and you will know everything. This was so unexpectedly just a gem of a book. I give this a 4.5 out of 5 stars, a 2 thumbs up. I kind of do wish there was a little bit more information about the mom, not Sharon, the other mom of the story. More information about the mom, more information about the father as well. Just a little bit more detail, but this is how she wanted to portray it, and that's fine too. But that's my personal preference. Like, I wanted a little bit more detail into that. It's just like the details about it is very vague to me, or very small too. So that's the only thing. But all in all, this is definitely a recommendation to read. 2 thumbs up, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Highly recommend. If you guys have other recommendations, because I really enjoyed this story and this book and how it's written, let me know down in the comment section below. I love hearing from everybody all the time. If you've read this book, try not to do more spoilers than I did. You can always send me an email. That's always welcome. All my social media accounts, including where you can get this and any other goodies, will be in the description section, so always do check that out. If you want to chit chat about this book, you have other recommendations, anything, let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you everyone for the love and support. Stay happy, keep smiling, stay safe, and thank you so much for all the love and support. They mean so much to me, especially my life is just, you know, kind of just going through a specific path that I was not really expecting, and it's kind of rough right now. So thank you everyone for your kind and beautiful words. I appreciate you so much. Thank you, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.